right. This your boy Mitch TV coming to you straight off the hip. Chronicles, another episode. Just want to thank everybody for commenting and subscribing to my YouTube channel. I have 1,900 followers. I need 100 more to hit that 2,000 mark. All right, let's get straight to it. All NBA stuff. First things first. The Knicks have advanced to the Eastern Conference Finals. Woo! That's something. This will be the first time maybe in history, in the Knicks franchise history, that they're going to back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals. Or they did it. They might did it in the 90s. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this is the first time they have gone back to the Eastern Conference Finals. This Knicks team is moving and shaking shit up. And it's going to look, the Knicks is coming out the East. But here's the thing I'm going to say. When they meet, I think he's coming out the West. He might sweep them boys. I'm just going to say that. Jalen Brunson, he been on fire. Karl Anthony Towns, he got another badge unlocked. That man got the playmaking big badge now. He just making plays here and there. Jalen Brunson scoring at will. Mikal Bridges is finally coming along. OG Anunoby, he's out, but he'll be back in about a couple weeks, or maybe he'll be back by game 2 in the Eastern Conference Finals. And the Knicks is a force to be reckoned with. Now, I'm not going to talk about the Western Conference Finals because everybody know who's coming out the West. It's fucking OKC. My Lakers, they play tonight is the Lakers eulogy, and it been a good run, but he's going to put your asses to bed tonight. So I already know. I'll be shocked if the Lakers win game 4. Also, in other news, the NBA draft lottery happened the other day. And the Washington Wizards won the first pick of the 2026 draft. And here's my reaction to it. Since they changed the new format of the draft, the Wizards is the first team to win. And guess what? The Wizards was still the worst team in the league. And they won the draft. That's the crazy part. Adam Silver talking about we're going to stop the tanking and all of that. Look, I don't know why he's coming up with all these stupid rules. Just make it simple. Because if the Wizards take again and win another top 5 pick, guess what? It's time to change the rules. And I stated this earlier. All the Wizards, or not the Wizards, but all the NBA had to do is flatten the odds for all 30 teams. So for 2027 draft, they need to flatten the odds, give every team a 3.3% chance. Because if you divide 100% with 30 teams, 3.3% chance. 2028, divide it up again. And then when the new expansion teams come around between 2029, you give the first 2 years, this is what they need to do. They need to give the 2 expansion teams the first and the second pick for 2 years in a row just to jumpstart franchises. Because if you give each franchise the first and the second pick for 2 years in a row, jumpstart the franchises, boom, all of that. And that should work out. And here's some crazy news after that lottery. AJ DeBansa, the big-time standout from BYU, was upset that the Utah Jazz didn't get the number 1 pick. And because that was the team he wanted to play for. A lot of people don't know, AJ DeBansa is from Utah. He went to a prep school there. He played there. He had sponsorships from BYU. He got a scholarship at BYU. BYU is also in Utah. He wanted to play for the Jazz. He felt like he wanted the Derrick Rose treatment. Means the Utah Jazz get the number 1 pick. He get drafted to the team that he's from, Derrick Rose. That didn't work out. So guess what the fuck he did? This man declared to go back to BYU for another year because the Wizards won the first pick of the draft. Now, guess what? In today's landscape of college basketball, AJ DeBansa don't have to worry about money because BYU got him on a NIL deal. So as long as he's getting that NIL money with BYU, he's all right. He don't have to worry about coming out in the draft. See, if this was like 5-10 years ago, he would have had to come out, because a lot of people don't understand. When you're a kid from the trenches or from the hood, all of that trailer park country, or low budget income country, third world country, any type of rough setting you grew up in, a lot of times your family's going to put the pressure on you to skip college after a year to go to the NBA draft, because the money is there. But since now the NIL deals kicked in, this is a prime example of the bright side of the NIL. If a kid that's number one in the draft projecting as a number one pick, if he don't like where he's going to go, he can go right back to college and play another year. And now BYU can make more money, and this time BYU might be in the driver's seat to compete for a national championship next year. If AJ DeBessa decides to go back, it's already been news circulating that he might go back because he did not like that Washington won the first pick. So here's what I think. Darren Peterson is going to be the number one pick, and he's going to go to Washington. He will fit perfectly with Trae Young. Here's the reason why. Darren Peterson, he's a scorer. He's a scorer. They compare him to like Kobe, which is not close, but I compare him to maybe someone like Tyreke Evans, a guy that can score, that's a little shifty. Somebody like Rudy Gay, Tyreke Evans, a shifty forward / guard that can score. And I think he'll fit well with the Washington Wizards. They have Trae Young, you got Anthony Davis. The Wizards could be a playoff team. They get Darren Peterson. So that will be a nice sight to see. Also, another big piece of news that came out. The Milwaukee Bucks is now making Giannis Antetokounmpo available for trades now. This is another piece of big news. So, Milwaukee Bucks, they finally decide to start talking to teams on trades for Giannis. They're going to trade Giannis this summer because Jimmy Haslam, the new owner of the Bucks, which he's also the owner of Pilot Gas Stations, also the owner of the Browns. Also, he's the owner of a couple other places too. And I think he's also the owner of the Preds too. I think he's part owner of the Preds also, the Nashville Predators. But Jimmy Haslam has already expressed how he feel about Giannis, not in a bad way, but he's going to start getting calls, fielding calls and all of that. I'm going to be real. Everybody think that Giannis should go to the Knicks or the Lakers should go. I'm going to be real. I'm going to say this. Giannis ain't going to no fucking Lakers. The only way the Lakers can get Giannis, you will have to sign and trade Austin Reeves, package him up with Rui Hachimura, Marcus Smart, and DeAndre Ayton all together to get Giannis. Because the Bucks is not going to do a Giannis and Austin Reeves trade head up. Because Austin Reeves, he's fucking trash. Have y'all seen what type of performances he's been putting out in the playoffs? Doodle trash. He finally scored over 25 points in a playoff game for the first time in his career. And he's been in the league for 4 damn years. So I'm going to get to Austin Reeves. But Giannis for Austin Reeves, whoever y'all clowns been saying that shit online, that shit do not fucking make sense. Austin Reeves is not going to get a Giannis trade done. Austin Reeves, Rui, Marcus Smart, DeAndre Ayton, you package them up, boom. And then LeBron going to have to turn around and take a pay cut. And tell the truth, now I'm going to get to LeBron. That's the only way LeBron will take a pay cut for the Lakers. If the Lakers can get fucking Giannis. So now, if the Lakers can get Giannis, pair him up with Luka and LeBron, Lakers can go to the finals with them three. Because now LeBron can be point forward. Giannis could be a power forward teaming up with Jackson Hayes in that front court. Jackson Hayes and Giannis will be nasty work because Jackson Hayes, he's pretty decent. He's okay on defense, but him having Giannis is going to improve his defensive game in the low post defense. And also because Jackson Hayes is a shot blocking big, he catch lobs, all that. Now, you see, Giannis is also could be a shot blocking big and all that, but Giannis, the difference between Giannis and Jackson Hayes, Giannis can also play make. He can also post up. He got to play. He can post up. He can pass. He can't shoot, but he can pass. He posts up all that. So Giannis is, to me, is on the same tier as Jokic when it comes to playmaking bigs. Giannis is on that tier. So that's the only way LeBron, to me, will take a pay cut this summer. If the Lakers can fucking get Giannis, LeBron would definitely take a pay cut. If the Lakers don't get fucking Giannis, look, LeBron out of here. See, I'm telling you how this shit gonna play out. LeBron's not taking a pay cut unless you get Giannis. Because LeBron, in his mind, think he's better than Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is trash. LeBron been averaging 27, 8, and 8 in the playoffs this year. Austin Reeves, trash ass, haven't even showed up but one fucking game. So when y'all start talking about this Giannis for Austin Reeves trade, that shit ain't gonna work out unless the Lakers gonna have to trade half of their team just to get Giannis with Austin Reeves with it. Now, Rob Pelinka, if you do some goofy shit and say, "Oh, I'm not trading Austin Reeves because I think he's more valuable," then your ass need to be fired. That's all I gotta say. But I got a list of teams Giannis can go to, and I'm not gonna include the Knicks and the Lakers. Giannis, some teams can trade for Giannis. If Washington want to get real nasty, Washington can trade that number 1 pick. And then some of those young players, and you pair Giannis up with Anthony Davis, with Trae Young. That's nasty work. Or if Atlanta want to take that step forward, you keep CJ McCollum. You trade some of them young guys and get Giannis. If Minnesota want to take that next step to get to the finals. Now, if Minnesota lose to the Spurs this year, be aware of Minnesota getting aggressive for Giannis. Because they're going to have to trade Gobert. If not, because the Bucks, how the Bucks moving? See, the Milwaukee Bucks front office, they're not like the front office they had 20 years ago. Because the office the Bucks had 20 years ago was some dog shit. That front office was dumb as shit. They not like the old regime of the Bucks 20 years ago. The Bucks GM and that front office staff, they're a little bit more smarter. So they're not going to fall for the bullshit they fell for 20 years ago. So I'm sorry. If Minnesota trying to get Giannis, Rudy Gobert, Julius Randle, and fucking Jaden McDaniels will get it done. That's it. That's what it takes to get Giannis to Minnesota. Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert, Jaden Daniels, you got Giannis. If Golden State want to take that next step, you have to give up Draymond and Jimmy Butler. That's the only way you can get Giannis. But here's another thing. Golden State should have kept Jonathan Kuminga. Because when Giannis comes out, Giannis is available, Golden State should have just shut the fuck up, trying to kill the man's value. You should have played his ass. They should have. See, this is why Golden State should have kept Kuminga. Because now Giannis come available. You got Kuminga, Draymond, and Jimmy Butler. You got Moses Moody, all the young guys, Bukowski, his goofy ass, all of them available. You can easily get Giannis. But now, since you let Kuminga go, guess what? You ain't going to get fucking Giannis. Because you know why? Milwaukee ain't getting old-ass Jimmy Butler that's 37 years old. They ain't getting, or that's 35 years old. They're not getting Draymond that's 36, 37 years old. The Bucks, they going to want Steph Curry, but they're going to want Steph Curry and some picks. And plus, Golden State, you trade damn near all of your damn picks. And also, another team that can get Giannis easily with no sweat is OKC. Just think about it. I keep saying this. Chet Holmgren signed his rookie deal last year. I think it's like $45 million, something like that. Giannis making 55. Chet Holmgren's deal kick in this summer. And guess what? The OKC Thunder can offer Chet Holmgren, Lou Dort, plus 3 to 4 first round, maybe 5 first round draft picks for Giannis. They're not going to offer Jalen Williams. It's going to be Lou Dort, Chet Holmgren, maybe Alex Caruso, and 5. Because guess what? OKC got the fuck you card. That's what they got. They got the fuck you card and the fuck you draft picks. Because if OKC go into the conference finals and lose to Minnesota or San Antonio, they coming back nasty, aggressive. They're going to have that fuck you card to the league. And that fuck you card to the league is, I'm giving up Chet Holmgren Lou Dort, and maybe 5 to 6 first-round picks. Remember, OKC got 15 first-round draft picks all the way into 2032, some shit like that. So just beware. People don't understand. This shit real out here. Giannis is available. Hey, this gonna be the biggest free agency since LeBron. And I'm telling you, this shit is gonna go crazy. And oh, speaking on the Warriors, also re-signed Steve Kerr, goofy ass, which everybody knew that shit was gonna happen. But the Warriors are still gonna be trash again. Also, Steph Curry also mentioned he don't want to be in a rebuilding team. So the Warriors got to pull some shit out their ass to make shit work. But back to this whole Giannis thing. I'm telling you, when this shit go down this summer, it's gonna be crazy work. I'm telling you, look out for the Knicks if they lose in the Eastern Conference Finals. Look out for Minnesota. Look out for OKC. I don't give a fuck. The Lakers ain't gonna do shit, but I'll be surprised the Lakers gonna look out for teams like that. Look out for the Hawks. Look out for teams that been stacking draft capital for the last 2 seasons, and they getting ready for this moment for Giannis this summer. So look out for that. Like, subscribe. Tell me what you think about this whole situation in the NBA playoffs. Also with the Giannis situation. This your boy Mitch TV, and I'm out.